All right, what we got next? That was our Super Bowl contenders. Now we're going to, what we got next?
The mid-tier teams.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, mid-tier teams, Will and I sort of classify that as teams above, a game above 500, or at 500, or maybe just a game below 500. So I'm going to show a board here of what we classify as a mid-tier teams.
All right, so we got a long list of teams here. Jets, Raiders, Rams, Saints, Giants, Steelers, Seahawks, Colts. A lot of teams you can choose from here, Buck, and there's a lot more than even this group that we've highlighted here. If you're going to try and, let's just try and pull out one team, okay? We're going to pluck them out of this kind of average holding tank that they're in right now and say that they're a legitimate contender in the playoffs and could make a deep run. If you're going to pick one of those teams in that pile there, who would you take?
St. Louis Rams. St. Louis Rams, my team. I am all on the St. Louis Rams, maybe the soon-to-be LA Rams. Part of that is because they're built the right way to win in the postseason. You have to have a running game. Ty Gurley is there. Ty Gurley might right now be the best running back in all of football, even though we've just seen him as a rookie. He gives them an identity on offense. Tavon Austin is coming on like gangbusters. Nick Foles is efficient enough to make enough plays in the passing game to help them out. When you go to the other side of the ball, you can argue that this is probably the most talented defense that you're going to see when you look at their front line, their linebackers, and then the young emerging talent that they have in the back end. I love what they're doing, and I trust Greg Williams has a formula for knocking quarterbacks around in the pocket, and when they start dialing up the pressure, they can dial it up either by bringing extra rushers or just bringing a front four. I think the Rams are going to go a long way in the postseason.
I've kind of had the Rams kind of a little bit of a joke for me historically because we always hear it, right? This is the year, you know, the Rams get that team. They're that young team. They're going to make the leap. This is they kind of vault into like be a 12-win team, and every year they disappoint us.
Right.
But this year, because of Todd Gurley, it's different. You know, they have their defense. We know, you know, look, Nick Foles is going to be healthy. That's a big upgrade for what they've had at that position in the past. Tavon Austin has emerged. Offensive line's playing better. But to me, Todd Gurley makes him a legitimate contender, Buck. So I like your choice there. I'm going to stay in the division, and I'm going to go with the team that's been in the big game the last 2 years, and that's the Seattle Seahawks. And what I've seen from them over the last couple weeks, I know it's Colin Kaepernick. I know it's Matt Castle. Whatever it is, it's given this defense their mojo back. And you're seeing Richard Sherman play at an extremely high level. Cam Chancellor's been back in the mix now. So you're going to see the secondary continue to gel and play better as the season progresses. And I'm seeing them start to figure out, okay, Marshawn Lynch, got to be Marshawn Lynch, and we're going to base everything off that. Probably a little bit that Marshawn Lynch is in better shape now than he was earlier in the season. Jimmy Graham's going to get more comfortable. Tyler Lockett's getting introduced into this offense. So they can get, if they can just get there, that's going to be the challenge. If they can get to the postseason, this team knows how to win once they get to that point. I think it's a very, very dangerous team.
I mean, I think when you think about the Seattle Seahawks, if they do show up in the postseason, they certainly understand how to get there and how to get to the winner's circle. And as a team, if they go in as a wild card, that means one of those top teams, maybe your Green Bay Packers, has to face them, and that could spell the end of your Super Bowl winning.
You're going back in time here. Like we're in the same division, Rams, Seahawks. I know which of those two teams has a better pedigree over the last couple years, but we'll see how it shapes up.
The only thing about the Seattle Seahawks, I worry about their offensive line. You can't continue to have your quarterback get knocked around like that. And then in running the ball, they can't consistently run the ball. I know they experiment with trying to run the ball as part of the reason why they're playing these low-scoring games and these tightly contested games. I just don't know if that offensive line is good enough to get them back there.
Yeah, no, I think Marshawn, as he gets in better shape, too, is going to make that line look better than they are. Saints, real quick, Buck, legitimate contender, or what are we buying? I mean, they put up 100 points.
No, but they can't stop anybody.
Yeah.
You put up 100 and give up 100. Like, you know, it's like going to run 5 miles, but then going to In-N-Out and getting 2 double burger combos.
You just described my Saturday.
you're just balancing yourself out. You just staying right flatline. So I don't think they're good enough on defense to make a legitimate run at the thing. They can give people problems with their offense, but you have to be able to stop people.
Yeah, I agree with you.